Capricorn, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. And this is your monthly forecast for March 2013. Capricornians, we start this month with a part of your chart that is brightly lit up with 4 planets. We have Mars, Venus, we have the lovely Sun, and we have Mercury that are lighting up a part of your chart that has to do with learning. It has to do with how it is that we shape our perceptions depending on the experiences that we gather in our life. This is your third house, Capricornians. It is also speaking about your siblings, your extended families, cousins, maybe even I would say colleagues with whom you're in close contact on a daily basis. This includes siblings, neighbors, people with whom we are in touch on a daily basis. This speaks about a lot of movement, a lot of creativity, a lot of conversations. It speaks about dealing with people through whether they are emails or they're SMSs, a lot of electronic conversation. That is what also Capricorn, this is the house of Gemini, which is high energy, high nervous energy. It is also how it is that we deal with people on a social platform, how it is that we come across as, how it is, or how, or whether or not we're able to articulate our ideas, our thoughts, and how it is that we deal socially with people, very importantly. This is a brilliant time, Capricornians, to be picking up a language. Since it's a house of Gemini, I think it's all anything to do with learning, anything to be doing with communication. I think it will, you'll absorb it really fast. You know, it will come to you more smoothly than at any other time that it would come to. Now, this is also a time where I think a lot of experimentation of new ideas, wherein that you have been thinking about, say, or you have been working on a project, or there's been something that's been there on your mind. It's also a time where a lot of you will be experimenting mentally as well with a lot of new ideas and new ways of approaching old problems and new ways of looking at projects that have got stuck, or maybe solutions, experimenting with newer, innovative, different things. Like I said, again, a house of Gemini. So a lot of experimentation, a lot of high nervous energy is going to be there. And this trend for you is from end of Feb, and it carries on being there for you till about 20th of March. That is the time that it is required. Now from 20th of March till about first few weeks of April, we have the entire planetary parade that further moves on. Since this is the house of higher education, this will be a good time wherein a lot of you who are, especially for those of you who are looking to be in another university, or you've been trying to find out a perfect course that sort of fits you, this is a time where you will be able to find that course. So that's I think quite a relief for a lot of you. Also, this is a time where there will be a sense of being wired to a larger community at large, Capricornians. You'll just feel very connected to everybody on a larger platform. Now, Saturn being a planet, and that's your ruling planet, it's being planet of restriction and discipline and communication. Sorry, not communication. It will be putting its discipline onto the communication piece of it for you. So you will have to be accountable for what you speak. You will have to be accountable for your not just ideas, but your thoughts, responsibility, more discipline towards it, Capricornians. You just can't sort of go tomorrow and say something to someone and say, oh, I was so angry, that's the reason why I said it. Saturn being here is going to be lending its entire not just discipline but also accountability over here, you know, where Saturn is going to be making you sort of, it's going to pull you back a bit as far as your speech is concerned. When I'm saying pulling back, not just that you will be aware, but I think somewhere subconsciously you will start being aware of the consequences that it has, that should you be speaking in a rash or in a curt or in a rude or I would say in a non-caring manner. So this is the time, Capricornians, where you are sort of going to get you know, a bit of a universal tug and saying that, okay, you know, one can't just say some things, and or you may just have a result of something that you said, you know, something nasty, and you forgot about it, that it is quite all right. It may just sort of come back to haunt you, and then all of a sudden you may just find, you know, people getting very upset at how it is that he or she can behave in such a way or say certain things. Just be a little careful. Not just careful, I would say it's not. I mean, if it's not nice, you'd rather not say it. So do that. The second part of the month, from the 20th March onwards, the entire planetary parade moves on to your fourth house. That has to do with your home, well, where it is that you stay, with whom it is that you share that space. And this house also has to do with mother. It's a house of Cancer. So I think a lot of you, besides doing the renovation at home, really on the practical sense, buying, leasing of the house as well, a lot of you will be on an emotional retreat. You would just be wanting to sort of sit back at home and not go anywhere and not do anything, not socialize, not party. So that's a good balance, I would say. Capricorn is this month. The first is full of communication, higher education, interacting with people, socializing, sharing ideas, experimenting with thoughts. And the second half is about your emotional retreat. So have a lovely March. I'll see you again in April, and thank you so much for watching.